last night, the Memphis Grizzlies defeated the Los Angeles Lakers. And I have to say, the Grizzlies looked really impressive last night. John Morant, point guard John Morant, dropped 41 points against LeBron and the Lakers. Now, the Lakers have been struggling. They've lost 3 of the last 5 games. LeBron's still putting up high-level numbers. He's still one of the best players in the game. Russell Westbrook, he's going to have his triple-doubles. There are people all throughout Lakers Twitter and Lakers media saying that, hey, the Lakers might need to try to get Russ. And I'm kind of on the fence. I feel like they should trade Russ, try to get some shooting around LeBron and AD. AD, when he comes back, he has to play better. Anthony Davis has to play better. He's putting up 25 and 10, which he typically does that, but this is not the same AD that was in the bubble, and you can tell. I'm not sure if it's the injuries or the fact that they have Westbrook now, but Anthony Davis, like I said, has to play better. That's just it. But the Grizzlies looked really good last night. John Morant dropped 41 points, and the leap that he's taken from last season to now is ridiculous. This season, John Morant is averaging 24.5 points per game, 6.6 rebounds, and I think 5 assists. I think I got the inverse wrong. It might be the other way around with the other stuff. But the fact of the matter is, John Morant looks really good. And I know he missed time because of an injury plus COVID. A lot of players and people are COVID health and safety protocols. And this video might get demonetized because I'm saying COVID multiple times, but it is what it is. But the fact of the matter is this young Grizzly core looks really good. Now, I'm not sure what they can do in the playoffs. They're a scrappy team. They kind of have that grit and grind mold from the Marc Gasol, Zach Randolph, and Mike Conley days. But just a younger version. Shout out to Desmond Bane, who's looked really good. Shout out to Dylan Brooks. Shout out to Sharon Jackson Jr. And this Grizzly team, like I said, they're fun. I'm not sure what they can do in the playoffs, but they're still exciting to watch. And I look forward to watching them continue to grow and develop and keep improving. Now, Brooklyn Nets point guard Kyrie Irving might make his return. Now you're thinking, Kyrie can't make his return because of the New York rules, the rules in New York about being vaccinated. Kyrie Irving and his thing with being vaccinated, well, he might return in a part-time capacity for the Nets. And I have to say, I think even having Kyrie even as part-time might be really good for the Nets. The fact of the matter is this. When Irving, Harden, and Durant were all on the court together last season, they were damn near impossible to stop. And even on the road, not at home, which I feel bad for the Nets fans, the people who play their tickets to go see the Nets play, they won't get the chance to see Kyrie, Harden, and Durant all together, which I live in Brooklyn, which is a shame because I would personally love to see the 3 of them in the Barclays, beating up, destroying opponents. But the idea of them on the road against the Warriors, against the Lakers, against the Bulls, who looked really good this year, against the Bucks, again, in the playoffs. Unstoppable. Now, Harden has played better. He struggled coming into the year. He's dealt with just playing into game shape. Probably some injuries he's had over the last couple of years. Harden is getting back into playing James Harden MVP level basketball. And Durant, damn near is having an MVP caliber season this year. So you factor in one of the best offensive threats in the game in Kyrie Irving. Even if you playing at a week, the Nets may play 3 games in a week and they only play 2 of them because 2 of them games are on the road and 1 is at Barclays. Sheesh, it's scary to think about what this Nets team could do with a full big 3 together. And once Kyrie's officially out of health and safety protocols, we can finally get to see that Nets team again that we saw last year. We only got a little bit of a taste of it because the Nets were dealing with a lot of injuries between those big 3. And once we got to the playoffs, I remember the first round against Boston, they destroyed them. And we didn't get to see them go to the second round, and probably having a healthy Kyrie Irving, they probably win a championship. Because they probably beat the Bucks which they almost did off that one shot. That one shot that was that KD had his toe on the line, I guess, and it didn't happen. But having Kyrie Irving for that series, totally different future. Totally different future. Maybe they go on and beat the Suns and they win the championship. But having him healthy, at least, like I said, in the playoffs, part-time capacity, a really good look for the Nets. Alright, so this is Sports Talk Eli. When we get back, I want to talk about some of the many interesting things going on in the league. We'll be right back.